Hello, this is Jen Kitzmiller, the National Weather Service in Missoula, and I have your recorded planning briefing from Sunday, March 21st. So looking ahead, we are moving into a pretty active, cool, and showery week. We'll have a series of weather systems that are going to move through the region. The first is going to be starting tonight, Sunday night, and going into Tuesday morning. And then we have another system in the Wednesday, Thursday time frame. So here's just a quick look at our current satellite imagery. We'll have this series of disturbances dropping out of the northwest here. So you can see our next system that's going to start impacting the region Sunday night into Monday. So just a quick summary for this first system. We are expecting to see some snowfall. I've highlighted the areas where we think the biggest impact from the snowfall is going to occur. The first is here through north central Idaho, particularly in the mountainous areas of the Clearwater Mountains. Snow could start as early as 8 p.m. this evening, but the heaviest snow is expected between roughly 1 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Monday. Snow levels will be as low as about 2,500 feet, rising up to about 3,500 feet by midday Monday. So some of those higher elevation valleys through central Idaho will see some snowfall. Within those general elevation ranges, we're expecting anywhere from 2 to 6 inches. Especially for those elevations above 3,000 feet, with a trace to 1 inch or so for elevations down to about 2,500 feet. Then as we shift over to northwest Montana, that's the other area where we could see some heavier snowfall amounts starting around 9 p.m. tonight, but the heaviest snow again looks like it's going to be between about midnight and noon on Monday. Snow levels for the most part will be down to the valley floor, although they will rise to about 3,500 feet by Monday afternoon. And for amounts, we're looking at generally 1 to 3 inches for the valleys, with 2 to 4 inches up on Marias Pass and higher amounts of 4 to 8 inches through the mountains. One other area I do want to point out is Lookout Pass. It does look like that area is going to see some decent snowfall as well. It won't likely extend much down below the pass. It should taper off pretty quickly, but Lookout Pass could also see some decent periods of snowfall. Now as we shift into Monday evening and Tuesday morning, we have what we call a backdoor cold front. So it's a cold front coming south out of Canada. And it looks like that front's going to butt up along the Continental Divide here in northwest Montana. There's still a little bit of a question mark as far as how far west that front will push. It looks right now that like it will likely hang up somewhere between West Glacier and Marias Pass. However, there is an outside chance that it could make it as far in as Kalispell. So with this secondary push, we will see a few things occur. One, all elevations will be seeing snowfall with this, and it does look like along that frontal boundary we could have a period of some intense snowfall with snowfall rates greater than 1 inch per hour. And again, that would be right with the front. There would also be some blowing snow possible with gusty north to northeast winds, and we will see temperatures falling behind this front. So anywhere that roads are wet or kind of have slushy snow could see a freeze up as we get towards Tuesday morning. So again, we think the main impacts will likely be between West Glacier to Marias Pass, but it is possible it could reach as far as the Flathead Valley. Now I mentioned there's another system on Wednesday and Thursday. There are still some discrepancies in our forecast models with this system, particularly in terms of the timing and how deep this trough of low pressure is going to be. We're pretty confident that there will be another round of mountain pass and mountain snow with this next feature, but there's still some questions as far as how much snow is going to make it down into the valleys. It is certainly possible, especially across western Montana valleys, but confidence is not as high at this point. So I just recommend keeping an eye on this Wednesday and the Thursday time frame, and we'll continue to provide updates as our confidence increases. Now I just wanted to show you a few point-specific locations for snowfall and temperatures to give you a little bit more detail on timing. This is starting up across northwest Montana, so here's Marias Pass. You'll see pretty steady snowfall starting here this afternoon and evening, going all the way through Tuesday morning. I've highlighted here that time frame where there's that chance of seeing those more intense snowfall rates with gusty northeast winds and falling temperatures. Here's a look at Kalispell. Again, a little bit of snow possible later tonight into Monday morning. And then I've highlighted these periods where we could see a little bit more accumulations than what's currently represented in the forecast. Shifting to west central Montana, here's LookoutPass. Again, pretty steady snow starting this evening, going all the way into Monday evening. And then another round of snow with that second weather system Wednesday into Thursday. Missoula, again, there's an outside chance of seeing a little bit of snow Monday morning. We don't have a lot of snow in the forecast at this point, but as I mentioned, there is some uncertainty, so I've highlighted these time frames where we could end up with a little bit more valley snow than what's currently being represented. Shifting to north central Idaho, here's Pierce. We've got moderate snow possible by the overnight hours tonight going into Monday morning, and then a few more periods of some light snow, particularly out towards that Thursday time frame. Another look from the upper Lochsaw just to give you a perspective from some of the higher terrain. Here's Grangeville. I included them because we do think that there's going to be some snow there tonight into Monday morning. However, it looks like temperatures are going to remain right around freezing, so we're not currently expecting accumulations to be an impact on roadways. Shifting into southwest Montana, we're really not expecting a lot of moisture to make it into southwest Montana. There's a few periods where we can maybe see a little bit of snowfall on some of the passes in this Monday afternoon into Tuesday morning time frame, and then again on Thursday, but you'll see the snowfall totals here are quite a bit lower than what we're seeing in some of the other areas. Here's a look at Butte. Pretty similar story. And then shifting towards Limhi County, here's Lost Trail Pass. Again, pretty steady snow like a lot of our other mountain passes. And Salmon, some brief periods where there could be some accumulations, but overall pretty minimal amounts expected in the valleys of Limhi County. There is some potential to have some drier weather moving in, more so from Friday and possibly into the weekend. I will say there's still a fair amount of uncertainty in that time frame, so our confidence in the forecast definitely drops off pretty significantly by Friday into next weekend. But there is potential for high pressure to build in, which would bring certainly drier conditions to the region. Here's a look at the weather threat matrix. You'll see lots of yellows here based off those days with these weather systems coming in, bringing snow to both mountain passes and potentially to some of the valleys. We highlighted some of the areas in orange to kind of give you some idea of when some of the broader impacts may occur, and then those drier conditions are reflected here on Friday. So that's all we have for today's briefing. Our next one is scheduled for Thursday. Feel free to give us a call if you have any questions, concerns, and otherwise we'll let you know if there's any updates or anything that changes.